What a jar at? The jar I told you to get out your mama room. Oh, it's on my side, the jar.
And Coach, we are down to the volume. You should get a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome here in New Orleans. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this place to go to the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are relief for football as the Saints get ready to do battle with the Arizona Cardinals. Lurching closer to the number one part of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
I said mama side. What are you talking about? Thank you, honey.
Trying to turn the corner. He's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It's second down. So after the run, no gain, here's second and 10. From the get-go, it's a squeeze. And it's held by Ginger Cole. And that there's a run field across the 45. 23 yards to pick up there.
Jared Cook is a guy who's been around the NFL, has been with the Titans, the Rams, the Packers, and the last 2 years in Oakland. Now he makes a move to the Big Easy, where he pairs with Drew Brees and forms a nice little threat.
Now the first down carry, it's going to go. He's got the first down number inside the 40. And he's swinging to the right side. It's a touchdown.
Roll the weed.
His fifth touchdown number on the year. And the Saints have taken the early lead. Will Watson for the point after. That's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown kick. That's fielded into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. What's the mindset here offensively? You gave up a touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you got to stop it? It would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a good way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you want to practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try to be aggressive on their first series.
First down. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big pickup of 38.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty excited about. But big plays, let's play some different things in the room. How about that?
That was great. the fist pumps from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. It's a big game. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right away to 13. Tackled over by Alex Angeloni.
And that's one of the reasons like the blitz even on running downs. It confuses the blocking assignments and doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
On second and 7. Murray. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Hakeem Butler with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And we are tied at 7. Each team has scored 7-7 here as the kicks are away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signal for and taken. Out on the field comes New Orleans. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got to get the end zone.
And just take away and slide down on the sideline because when you score a touchdown, you have to go through and take one and see what you when you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things out.
A good pick up there at 22. Throwing on first down is Breeze. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Cameron Meredith, the intended target, but it's going to be second down.
Nice play there, the first incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle. Going to be key to get you one there. You get the floor. You keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Calling no gain on the run there. Now they'll be looking at a third down. The Cards going nickel, an extra defensive back out there now on third down. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And they're going to be incomplete. Oh, Patrick Peterson, the shutdown corner, was there in the coverage.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here for the Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense. They got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
The last run got 3. Now here's second and 7. Throwing on second down. He's good. Complete. Give him 32 on the play. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to get more attention to him as well.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. So in Saints territory now, here's first and 10 at the 44-yard line. Murray going to throw. He's going to follow deep over the middle. And at the 7-yard line, the 39 yards there. Big one. And that's 2 big catches that he's had on this drive alone.
And I can hear him right now. If they give up a third to him, whoever does that, they'll stand on the other sideline. Persona non grata on our team at that point.
These two teams all tied after one. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal. From the Murray. Dancing with it, and he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. Kyler Murray with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. He doesn't need a lot of space for an electric run. He showed that there. Heck, they told us this week they were hoping he would break a big one. He just did. And
what does offensive, we talk about the offensive line, and one of the guys, one of the stalwarts said, I don't have to make a great block for him. I just breathe bad breath on the guy in front of me. Often that opens up enough space for him to go.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Catch signal for and taken successfully. A reminder later tonight, Sunday Night Football will see a game in the NFL 100 Series, a rematch of the very first AFL-NFL Championship game, later of course known as Super Bowl I. It pits the Packers against the Chiefs from Arrowhead, and that should be a fun one. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And this carry name is productive. He swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. From the gun out from Breeze. And he finds Cook. 18 yards there on 1st down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that sure was pretty because the quarterback is extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position.
Yeah, I think it is because tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are agile players who can make a play in any spot on the field.
Looking for more on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Breeze. Gains it complete. And that will be good for 80 yards to the 45. 8 yards of the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Breeze looking for 3rd and 2.
His 15th NFL season now taken, still a reliable target for Drew Brees. 787 yards in 2017, just 5 games last year due to injuries, but he still has the wheels.
Toss play, Kamara. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end that came in for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch it. They didn't have time. I what the case was.
Yeah, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stopped that one behind the line of scrimmage.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like an I-4 rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw, it's Breeze. And he's got it. Touchdown.
I ain't even think about that, look. He's been running that same little route.
His 2nd touchdown of the season. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
Yeah, out pounding shit.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count.
Baby. Baby, we still got the ball.
Not enough at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep these going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it.
Ready to go. Coverage, and it's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone, trying to get it to claim that time. That's now a second interception in as many weeks.
Oh, this game trash as hell.
And think about all the different techniques he has to deploy in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be second and 12. Shotgun now for Breeze. He rifles one that's intercepted. He's picked up just shy of midfield.
Game trash. I wasn't even on that nigga. The computer let me get that. Horrible. This shit is horrible as fuck.
The football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results. Interception.
LeBron starts with a completion left side. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. On second down, that's complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
The goal of the wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a roll and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Murray going to try to throw out third down, but he fires one that's intercepted. It's
Hey.
And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play.
Hey, Winter. Bring me the lighter from back there.
Back out on the field now.
We're going to have a little famous play.
And following the interception, just any interception.
Get that cheesy shit out of here, man.
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Just go ahead and be losing the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offensive lines.
Don't want to attack the see how they attack them.
Winter.
After the incompletion, first now second and 2.
Nigga cannot do that shit in real life, bro. This game fun. I'm done with this shit.
Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Saints have moved out in front. Blunts to try to add the PAT. score 21-14. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Murray now on 1st down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. It's a quick turnaround for them after the turnover, but the way they moved it on their last drive, they're probably eager to get right back at it.
And you know me and you know my tendencies in this situation. What do I want right now?
Be aggressive.
Be aggressive. Take your shot right here.
It was Isaiah Johnson there to make the stop. You don't see that a ton, do you? Or the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Breeze now. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively. Brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. On 4th down, off goes Drew Brees, and on comes the Saints kicker, Will Lutz, for the field goal attempt. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense, because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Let's go. First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a score.
They've got his man complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 33 yards that time.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great. Let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. Looks like they can try to hit pay dirt.
First down, Cardinals.
Throwing on first down is Murray. eluding the pressure right. The ball comes out, and this is picked up by the Saints.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, we had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play, and maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
21.
On first and 10, here's Breeze. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. They come out here in the eye. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. On the keeper, it's Breeze. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Drew Brees with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Saints add on to their lead. Looks good on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's...
And he's taken down here by the Saints. Sheldon Rankins in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Fake handoff to Johnson. Now here's Murray. That escapes the sack. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Von Bell. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So Brees going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad. The Saints on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing now is Breeze. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Nate Gary. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. But they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter defensively. They did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
After the turnover, here's Murray. Flushed out right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Following the penalty, it's Kamara. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards there, 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop him. A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
I got you, son. I got you, son. 11.
Now they'll throw with Breeze. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Robert Kimdichie. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
47 Mike, 47.
Here's Breeze. He'll let it fly in the direction again. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Buda Baker with a pick. And this one will be brought back to the 22. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. So Breeze going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 24. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, pick your game up.
Breeze now to throw. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
It's a nice completion and a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Now this throw caught left side. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Ted Ginn. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. Lutz with the extra point. And the lead is now 24. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. They begin the drive with Johnson, and he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get him much at all.
No, not at all. And that leaves him with 3rd and long, which means you got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player with a play that he likes to run best.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now here live in New Orleans. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here. Again, it's Kamara. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Now a toss, Kamara left side. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Set, 95-56. Right there, 54 Mike. Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again.
Now they'll toss it out right to Kamara. And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
95-56, 95-56. You can't block me. You can't block me. Kill.
Now on 2nd and 13. Breeze. And Cook has it left side. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide it. With the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And he's going to be down at the 35, gain of 7. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. Yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. A carry for the fullback. This is Mike Burton. And they'll get him down right around the 16.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
Zach Line with it, the fullback. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a third down. This is where, fourth quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
Well, you say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You can see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 20-yard line.
And with 2 seconds to go, this one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. On 2nd down, Johnson. And he'll take this for a short.